Valley brings you your first alert forecast.
Yeah, we start the week with a bang. A lot going on weather-wise, although this morning anyway, it's pretty quiet, and most of the day should be fairly quiet. Taking a look at temperatures, we have them in the upper 60s and low 70s. That's pretty much the rule around Georgia and Alabama. We all kind of settled into the same range this morning, sharing the same air mass. It's warm, it's muggy. You might run into some fog out there this morning. We'll keep an eye on that possibility. But there is nothing showing up on radar, except for a couple of very light sprinkles over here to the west toward Montgomery. Most of the rain this morning is going on way out here to the west and out here in Louisiana, and a lot of it offshore, and can take that all the way back into coastal areas of Texas. But it is limited to that area for now. Doesn't mean it's going to stay that way all day. We have a front right on our doorstep, and this front now into Alabama. You would normally expect it to come plowing through here and then change our weather in a favorable way, maybe triggering something along the way. But in this case, the setup is a little bit different. That front, even though it is close by, and even though it may get pretty close to Columbus in the next few hours and into this afternoon, and the eastward push is going to take it to the East Coast, well, around here, it's just going to stall because low pressure, in fact, several waves of low pressure. The models do not have a good handle on this yet, but there will be several lows developing along the front, which essentially stalls the front almost right overhead. When you have stalled fronts, you have a warm, moist air mass, you have a little instability, you get thunderstorms and possibly some heavy rain in our area. And sure enough, that's what's going to happen as this front stalls out. That will take us right on through Tuesday. But then we do see maybe some light at the end of the tunnel, because on Wednesday, actually Tuesday into Wednesday, we've got another system, and this is the final one associated with this system. The final front comes and approaches us by Wednesday morning. We'll eventually move through here, and sometime late Wednesday it'll put an end to the chances for rain and bring in some drier air. Now, it really gets complicated because the models, I've been thinking that there are going to be a couple of waves. There'll be one wave late today and tonight. There'll be another wave on Tuesday, possibly a third wave then on Wednesday as this all moves on through. This is what our particular raincast model is showing. You can see some pretty good rain falling over our area, and there may be a flooding threat depending on how things turn out. Right now it doesn't look to be too serious, but keep in mind we have had rain over the weekend. We had a good amount on Saturday. Luckily dried out a bit on Sunday, but this is what the model wants to put in our area over the next couple of days. We'll see. That's kind of borderline for a flooding situation if this verifies. Some of these amounts could wind up being higher than that, and that's where I think there is a risk. But you know, upwards of an inch, 2 inches, maybe even up to 3 inches of rain is forecast for our area as we take that through Tuesday and into the early part of Wednesday before it's all gone. So we've got some wet weather ahead of us. Make sure you're prepared and you have those working umbrellas. There is a flash flood watch out for this afternoon for East Alabama. And tonight, actually, doesn't start till tonight for West Georgia. For today, anyway, here's what we're looking at. Mostly cloudy skies and muggy in the early going. The temperatures remaining around 70 degrees. And then tonight, by noon, mostly cloudy with maybe an isolated shower popping up a little bit earlier. But the activity is generally going to wait for later on. We might see some scattered thunderstorms in the late afternoon. That high will be around 85 degrees. For tomorrow, weather aware because of the rain threat primarily. We've got showers and thunderstorms likely on Tuesday, and then into Wednesday. They should be ending sometime late Wednesday, though. And then we finally get that front through here, and a little surge, temporary one, of cooler, drier air comes in for Thursday. And for Friday, we'll see those temperatures start to go back up again. But looking ahead to Memorial Day weekend, you know, we got a 3-day holiday weekend coming up, and that is looking pretty good so far. It's going to be a little bit on the warm side, but nothing really too extreme. First, we have to get all this rain out of the way, and you know, it's the old thing, be careful what you wish for. Because we were talking last week about how we needed some rain. We went 6 straight days without anything, and everything dried up a little bit, and all of a sudden Saturday, boom. We get a whole batch of it, and now there's more to come this week. So I just hope we don't get too much of it. I do think the ground we have around here can handle quite a bit of rain before we have to think about flooding. But they put that watch out, you know, just kind of cover things up because there is going to be a lot more when before the system is all through with us.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to it. I mean, it seems to work out for us. We're getting the rain this year, but we're also getting great holiday weather. We truly are been getting a lot of really good weekends.
Yeah, yes, we have. This past weekend, maybe not one of them, but if you picked your spots, it was probably a pretty good weekend. And you got out Saturday morning and did a whole bunch of things. Then Sunday wasn't half bad either.
We
really.
kept our app and we went swimming
Yeah,
all 3 days.
hey,
My kiddos went swimming all 3 days. So
Yeah.
we didn't. It was too cold, but they did.
That's good. Thanks a
Thank
lot,
you, Kurt.
Kurt. And we will be right back after this break, everyone.